I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it, y'all. I don't want to see Keenan go home. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad if Keenan goes home. Now, go ahead. I know. Meet me in the comments. Get your typing fingers ready, okay? Keenan and KK make for some excellent television. Now, in the real world, maybe, okay. But I want to see them. Like, they are entertaining. And at this point, I say it, and I'm okay with it. I would have felt bad in another time. And at one time, I was. KK knows everything. Everything is laid out on the table, and she's made the choice. She gonna make the choice, and I'm gonna make the choice to watch because it's entertaining, and she's happy. Genuinely, she looks like she's having fun. Even, okay, that moment where she act like she was gonna be upset and check him to show that I'm standing up and I'm not gonna let girl. Okay, whatever. You didn't know about the little hand job, whatever. But I knew, you all knew, we knew, the group knew, he knew that you were going to be okay in 5 minutes, okay? Everybody knew that you were going to be okay in 5 minutes. And, I mean, it's just so ridiculous. You can't even do nothing. You can't do anything but laugh. When she said, I know my mama can't wait to meet you or what, I said, who? Keenan? Girl. It's just so, their facial expression, and him winking when he's in the bottom at her, and just... It is just, it makes for good TV, y'all. It does. I mean, and I hate to say it, just out of the group, like because I don't even feel a whole lot of connections, honestly, with anybody. And I know I've said, like, in the sense of Marco and Hannah, they have done everything the correct way, in a sense, as have Carmen and Kenzo, where they didn't pivot, they haven't looked elsewhere. But you don't feel like you don't feel like it's the real world. You don't feel like it's a true connection. It feels forced. And as bad as Keenan and KK, because I don't even know how Keenan really feels. I can't gauge it. I don't know. I know it's not the healthiest thing, but they're one of the only, I feel like they're the only true couple, because some of the other ones we don't really get to see. That is a real couple that you can see. Not a healthy couple, but a real couple in the world. And I'm not saying I'm even rooting for them to win. I'm just saying I want to see them on the show because they're entertaining. Because they give me, and I hate to say this too, they give me Bobby and Whitney vibes. Sans the drugs, okay? And that's no, because people got whatever they got, their problems. Because I love me some Whitney and I love me some Bobby individually. But, together, as you knew it was unhealthy, you knew it was toxic, but you wanted to know more. You wanted to know why Whitney would be so attracted to, when somebody was doing certain things, you just, sometimes the moments when it was good, it was really nice to watch and it was funny. It's the roller coaster ride for me, but y'all know what? That's what TV is all about. So KK can't feel bad. She knows. We know she knows. Everybody sees the truth is out there. I'm okay with it because she's okay with it. So what can you do? Now let's get into Destiny. Destiny. I've listened to y'all. I've heard your words. I've tried. We're going to get into the bottom. We're going to get into all those things too in a second. Destiny's attitude is nasty. And I just, it needs to be corrected in some ways, okay? And again, we're not all one way. But some stuff, like, I just can't go with. Like, and I know I feel like excuses have been made for her. But at this point, no. It's exactly what I thought it was. I mean, I tried to really reflect. I swear I was listening to some of y'all. I was really trying. But no. Like, she has a different set of rules for herself that don't apply to everyone else, and you cannot do that. And I say this in love because I want you, because you can see some good things. She's an attractive girl. She's smart. Then I want you to flourish. And a part of that means we got to be honest. This is a nasty attitude. When she was talking to Zay and she sits down, and it's just like, she sits down with an attitude. Now, you felt some type of way with Mike and that, and you felt that was, the way it was broadcast, you felt blindsided, you felt disrespected. Fine. Your partner, you ain't even never been in a couple with Mike. Let's just put it out. You've never been, now you might have felt this way, you've never even been coupled with Mike, okay? But you felt some type of way. Fine. You feel how you feel, why is a space not held for his feelings? You cannot talk at people. Talk with waiting to listen and hear what the other person has to say. You can't just make speeches at people. And that's what it feels like when You expressed yourself, and again, she used the words, it's irrelevant to what we have going on. Well, no, then what Mike and Hannah had going on is irrelevant to you. It has nothing to do with you because that was whatever was going on between those two individuals. So when you say that to your partner, it's like, come on, really? And then to say, well, I'm human, and I do think as humans we are emotional, but that goes beyond just you, sweetheart. It does. It can't be just I'm human and as a woman, because I get it, as a woman, as a nappy-headed black woman, okay, locks and all, I know what we go through. Because first of all, as a woman, we go through it. Then you add a sprinkle of blackness. I get it. So often we are not heard. We don't get a chance to express our emotions, and all that. I get it. However, because you've been through that, because those are some of your experiences, you have to be able to recognize, because you know what it's like to not be heard, to not be listened to not be given a chance at times. Then give that grace because you know, because of your words. When I heard Destiny say that, I get it, but it's just a cop-out because she doesn't want to be accountable for her actions or take any kind of responsibility in having a response. She doesn't want to hear it. And that's not reality. It's not going to be healthy, whether it be with Zay and in the real world and relationships. It has to be two ways. You have to give respect and you will get it in return. It goes both ways or it doesn't work. And all I saw was her wanting to express herself, not allowing the space to give for Zay to have any kind of feelings. And it's, I'm going to shut you down and I'm going to justify it because I was just having an emotional moment and I'm a woman. No, this whole human over here, this man, and I can't even say I really feel, because I haven't seen Zay enough to really, love him or feel any kind of way. It's just as respect. I'm big on respect. You want respect, you demand it, then you have to give it. So when he did the whole I'm asleep, and he pretty much just did what she did. Like, it's like I'm going to flip it so you can see what this looks like. And she didn't like it. So check yourself, self-reflect. You can be better. Be better. Okay? Now, anyway, speaking of disrespect, and again, not listening and giving speeches. Now, we have not seen Amani and Kyle a whole lot. Now, the truth be told, I never thought Amani and Kyle, either one of them, and which I said, like Amani, I didn't have a problem with her because I felt like when she came in, she was coming in kind of on, just having fun and being part of the game or whatever. And I felt like Kyle had the same energy, like none of it seemed genuine. It just seemed like they both were here for a good time. So I thought it matched. Now, obviously, she doesn't feel that way. And I guess she feels as though he's not doing whatever, which she has every right to express. The same way I felt like Destiny had every right to express how she felt. But when you express yourself, you have to give the other party, whether it be male or female, the opportunity, because you come like you're sitting and you haven't even given me the chance to explain myself or to say what I recognize or to see, just how I feel or why I've been doing what I'm doing. You just shut it down. It's immature. It's petty. It's ridiculous. Come on. You're better. Y'all are better than this. And if you aren't, then strive to be better. Come on. It's bogus. And even above all that, okay, fine. You and Kyle don't work out. Girl, I'm done with you with the Bergie thing. To go back and to even act, because it's not even good acting. To go back like you're going to try to use Bergie is bogus, and it's trash. It's a trash move. It's a trash move. I don't like it. It's just, obviously it's part of the game, but y'all just gonna come. I'm gonna come because I gotta reflect on that because that really bothered me. I just thought it was beneath her. Okay, let's get into Cassie and Leo and all this. I'm over it because at this point, like Leo and Cassie. This is why I said I respect KK. And like I said, I don't like her and Keaton together. Entertaining. Don't like them together because it's not healthy. But Cassie pretending like, Mattia, I'm going to move. Girl, you are not the least bit interested in Mattia. We never see you talking to Mattia. You want Leo. And girl, fine. If you want Leo, that is okay. Y'all came in and the way y'all came about kind of was not the best way how you got together in the first place. And they do say, how you get them is how you lose them. We know that old saying. But y'all are both immature in some ways. You both did what you wanted to. You moved however you chose to move. Yes, he slept with somebody. He took it to another level, even though technically you weren't together. But girl, like, let's not play the game. If you want to be with Leo, doggone be with Leo. It's okay. Okay? Because when I saw her talking to Johnny, which I was just like, girl, now, honestly, I get it. Well, sometimes, as women, we want to connect and reflect. But I was like, Johnny, girl, if you're going to listen to this woman who's going right back to him anyway, who's just pushing you away, because it's still a game. Like, we got to all remember it's still a game. Get Johnny right out the way. Mattia, I figure she thought that America would take care of that and get him out the way. And then I'll be right back with Leo. Girl, go ahead and be with Leo if that's what you want to do. But we're going to see if Leo stays. I hope Leo stays. Again, good TV. Want to see how stuff fans out. The girls I really get, because as far as we go to the bottom 4 girls, most of the girls we really haven't seen too much of. They're newer girls. We haven't really developed bonds and relationships with them. So I totally got that. I figured that Hannah was the bottom. And then I don't know who else would go home, but maybe Taylor C, because we don't see Taylor C. Do I get it? Yeah. Taylor C with Jonah, because we don't really see her that much. We had started to kind of see Jonah a little bit more, and so we got a better feel for him, but we don't really have a feel for her at all and her personality and who she is. So I could see her possibly being the next person to go home. Maybe Johnny, also just off the strength of it was very mixed emotions about what she did and how that went down. But I don't see Taylor S going home, because I think the public wants to see Bergie have somebody. So Bergie, relax. I don't think she's going home. I think it's going to be okay. The guys, because we had pretty much the Casa girls, all the Casa girls in the bottom 4. The guys, y'all are some polarizing figures to the public. You either love it or hate it. You find it entertaining, whatever the reason. But these guys have made women especially feel emotional for a lot of different reasons. So I don't know. I guess obviously if I had to say who is the bottom boy, I would think for 2 reasons. And so, with the one, if I think it's Zay, I think it's just, again, we haven't seen him that much. And some people, especially who will really, really love Destiny unconditionally to the point they are ignore some of her bad character traits that need improving. Zay gets the bottom vote. And then obviously and then also we didn't see him, in all fairness. We get snippets of him, but we're not truly this is the first night where you really got to see a little bit more of his personality. Again, whether you like it or not, it's really the first time we've really got to see a little bit more of him. Keenan could go just off the strength of y'all been ready. We've been ready. I can't say y'all because I was ready too, but now I'm like, he makes good TV. But Keenan, I could definitely see going home, because it's been a train wreck. It's been a mess. He's not wanted to be really coupled up when he had one of the stronger couples, and he could have had it all. People are sick of it, so I can see that. Leo, people were pissed. People were pissed at Leo. They were not loving his actions. They were not loving how he went about the whole situation. Y'all know how I feel. I feel indifferent, because when you're single means single. And I know, but when you don't say closed off, y'all know how I feel about that. But I get it. I get feelings and how people can feel. Cassie was wrong. Then you feel for her sometimes. The same way, we feel for KK and some of the other girls. You can feel and have a moment for them. Mike, I just think, him speaking up and at the way he did, what some people didn't like. For me, I don't have a problem when energy is matched. You give it, you put out a question, it may come back to you however it comes back, because people have a right to respond however they respond. But I can see that it may not be received well by everything, and that's a chance that you take. So I don't know. If I had to pick the guy going home, I would say Zay. Now, obviously, it's going to be, split, so it's going to be 2 more people going home. Now, that I don't know. I feel like it could be either Keenan. I don't think Leo. I don't think it was that much hate for Leo. Maybe Mike, but I think Keenan was so hated that I would see that, which I really, really, really would hate, because I don't want to see KK go. And just for the girls, like I said, I don't know. I probably Taylor C. Taylor C, Taylor S, because I get confused. Taylor with Jonah, okay? But y'all meet me in the comments. You let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know who you're rooting for, what you're thinking. Do you want Cassie to be back with Leo? Do you think that's where her heart's going? Because I feel like it's where it's going. I feel like we're trying to, I don't say redo, but you know, because it's definitely worse because Isaiah didn't do that to Sydney last year. But it's given a big situation just to kind of go back to where you were, to give this epic love story. Okay. And if that happens, then we'll just see. Like, I don't know. It's a lot going on right now. We got to see where it goes. Meet me in the comments because I talk back. Let me know what you think. And I will chat with you guys real soon.